all forms are impermanent, including the form of a role one plays in the Leela of life. And finding your life's purpose inevitably fits into a role, whatever it might be. And it can be very valuable and very, the values are high. It's to do with kindness or service or offering something to the world, or and so on. So it's not the content that is necessarily to be questioned, but the identification with the role that is played. And then that role becomes a prison. It's rigid, because all forms are destined to be born and to die. So to discover what is a deeper purpose than the role that we play, and then sort of try to fit into, and then we fit into that role. And then there is usually, again, an expectation of the outcome, the agenda, the expectation of the outcome. If this is my life's purpose, then, and it's a good thing, and there are high values and compassionate values, and it's of service, and it's of goodness, and this and that, or whatever is, or is creative, then there's an expectation of an outcome. Already we have tried to fix the future and fix ourselves into that role. And like all roles, all identities, it becomes another prison, because if it doesn't, because everything is fluid, if it doesn't fulfill that expectation, then what? Then who am I? Have I failed in my life's mission? There's disappointment and so on. So, and to recognize that all forms, including roles that are played, are fluid. They're born and they die, and they reform themselves. And there's a kind of evolution in that, or certainly a changingness of form. A change in form. So if we to seek true fulfillment, or to know true fulfillment, we must ask a deeper question, or come to a deeper realization that the purpose, your purpose, is not what you do in the world, and therefore the role that's played, the form that is expressed, but your purpose is what you are. Your purpose is to discover your true purpose. Your primary purpose is to discover, who am I? Not who am I as a personhood, or who am I in terms of what I do in the world, but what is my fundamental nature? What is my essential nature? So once again, we are pointed to the truth of our beingness, to the truth of the one beingness that we are all arising out of and expressing out of. Self-realization, know thyself. That is our primary purpose. When we put that, if you like, at the top of our value system, at the top of our search, our seeking, our desire to know, not here, to know in the depth, then everything else takes care of itself. The outer purpose flows from that. So once again, it's the same as we're talking about the same. Doing arises out of being. Not doing leads to being. Doing arises out of knowing our beingness, abiding as beingness, more and more, more and more. And so our purpose arises out of that, which means that then we are not identified with the outer expression. We are a vehicle through which that outer expression takes place.